Then a Mount Healthy police officer who was once named Officer of the Year is now on the other side of the law.
He was arrested after causing a SWAT standoff in Blue Ash. Police say he had violated a court order to stay away from his ex-girlfriend.
WLWT News 5's John London live for us downtown tonight at the Justice Center, where that officer is in custody still. John?
Yeah, and Mike, this is where he will stay until at least tomorrow morning when he is arraigned on the charges. 28-year-old Jordan Rebar-Yu, a patrol officer with hometown roots in Indian Hill, locked up tonight on criminal charges.
He's been enforcing the law. Now Jordan Rebar-Yu is accused of violating it. For more than 9 hours Thursday into Friday, he was holed up in his Blue Ash apartment after his former girlfriend contacted police.
She called us after he had left wherever they were in Cincinnati and told us that he had violated the protection order.
Court documents reveal he was ordered to stay away from her a week ago, but knowingly contacted the victim several times via cell phone and showed up at her residence. The 5-year Mount Healthy officer now faces charges of inducing panic and resisting arrest.
Stop.
Late last year, his arrest of a teenage girl on the side of a road generated controversy.
Running westbound on Kemper.
The year before, body cam video showed his pursuit and capture of a burglary suspect.
Do not move or you're going to get tagged.
Rebar-Yu was named Mount Healthy's 2017 Officer of the Year. His police powers were suspended 2 days before the SWAT standoff because of the protection order.
We had information that he possibly may have weapons in the apartment, so we didn't want to put our officers at risk or any of the community members.
Blue Ash police say 2 Glocks, a Ruger, and 2 rifles, all loaded, were found in his apartment. He was on paid leave pending a hearing about the protection order at the end of the month. Referring to his arrest, Mayor James Wolfe told us, unfortunately, he made a poor decision. When hired in 2014, the department's Facebook post mentioned his training in several areas, including domestic violence response.
And Mount Healthy's mayor, James Wolfe, also said Chief Vince DeMasi doesn't put up with this kind of stuff. He holds his officers accountable, which is why he says Rebar-Yu was suspended when the chief got wind of that protection order on Wednesday. Reporting live downtown, John London, WLWT News 5.
All right, John, thank you. Both of the charges against the officer are misdemeanors. He will be arraigned in the morning.